Hi, you're listening to and watching The Tattooed Psychic, and I am The Tattooed Psychic. Today, tonight, whenever you're coming across this in your life, I want to teach you just some really quick, what I call visualizations, where we're pulling in light and color from the universe and kind of spreading it down into our body and into our spirits. And I like to do this. And if you follow me and watch me, sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable. If you follow me and watch me, you know that I like to visualize, and I do a lot of connecting with the universe. It's the only way I can survive, honestly. So today I want to teach you these beautiful. It's almost like love from the universe, from our spirit guides, and it's like this universal energy that my spirit guide Aliana has taught me. And I do this when I want to connect with her or my spirit guides, and you can do it too, to just connect, to cleanse, to kind of reconnect with yourself, and reconnect with the universe, and remember that we have help. We have help in the universe and inside of ourselves, because we are all connected and we all have the ability to have that access to that knowledge of the universe and that energy. Hope all that makes sense. But in order to do that, we have to do the work. I'm getting comfortable crossing my legs. And we have to be able to do the work, and we have to be able to feel comfortable doing the work and discipline ourselves to do the work. And part of doing the work is making that connection with the universe, making that connection with your spirit and the universe, so we're all in flow. It's got to go like this. And many times we're like this, right? How many of you feel like this? If you're listening to me on the podcast, I'm waving my arms around. You're all over the place, right? You're all over the place because you can't stay focused. So these types of visualizations and these types of energy downloads, as I call them, really help keep us grounded, stay focused, remember our power. And that's what we want, right? 2023 is about that. Man, I can't believe it's 2023. It's crazy. Crazy times. So what I do is I rub my hands together. Get them warm. Because this is going to be, these are my tools. Your hands are your tools, right? To do this work. So I just kind of rub them together, and I kind of just take some deep breaths, get in a comfortable position. Usually I just do this work sitting down because it's easier to get the energy all through my body that way, and I'll show you why. You can do it standing up too, but for video purposes and podcast purposes, I am sitting down. So after I rub my hands together, I kind of pull it together like this. I'm pulling my hands together into a prayer pose above my head. And I'm still rubbing them sometimes. I feel like I have to do that right now because get rid of some of the energy. And I hold my hands together and I just point them right up to the sky, right up, kind of through the ceiling of the house, or if you're outside, just right up to the sky. And what I see and what I start visualizing is a twirling like tornado of gold light. That's how I connect. Now your color can be whatever you want. If you're resonating with the gold, then do that. But it looks like a little funnel tornado, and you're just kind of making it get bigger and bigger as it gets into the universe, right? It just gets huge. It kind of goes round and round, just like a tornado, just like huge. But it's not a violent tornado. It just has that imagery, if that makes sense. So we're doing that. Remember, I do use a lot of visualization because it really does create. It manifests. It's that image, it's that feeling that creates the manifestation. I hope that makes sense. So I'm raising my hands. Got my eyes closed because I'm trying to stay focused. And this is harder than I thought. You raise your hands up. Take some deep breaths. And we're breathing out. Breathing in. We've got that connection. We see it happening. And now we just kind of let the liquid flow. And so now the first color I pour back out is gold. And when I pour this gold over me, what this is doing is protecting me. And it's making me feel love. And so I just kind of pour it over my body. And I visualize that feeling. I visualize a warm liquid gold just pouring over my body, even under my feet, just kind of getting in there and protecting me and covering me, right? This is also used in the protective shield of the egg, right? But that's another video and another podcast. But for this purpose, this is to create, this gold liquid is to create a protection around you and to give you comfort. And the gold liquid, the gold visualization, that gold liquid that comes from the universe, that imaginary gold liquid that's this energy, it really does protect you, and it really makes you feel rich inside, if that makes sense. It gives you that feeling of gold, that heaviness of gold, that I'm solid and I'm grounded. Hope that makes sense. So we're going to pour that over us. Visualize, comfort, comfort. And then we raise our hands back up, because now we're going to pour in a pink color, which is love. And as you're doing this, you're pouring it now, and you're visualizing it, this light, this color, this liquid, however you want to see it, going into your body, into your cells, through your head, down your face, down your neck. Just every inch of your body is covered in this beautiful, beautiful pink liquid or light, however you're visualizing it. I like to do liquid because I like it to just flow right wherever it needs to go. So that's what I do. Then we're going to bring it back up, and now we're going to bring in an orange, and orange is the color that wakens your psychic ability. So we're pulling that in, and we're just pouring that just even out the bottoms of your feet. And what I do is I just visualize it leaving the bottom of my feet and going into the earth and spreading as far as it can. And now we're going to raise our hands up one more time, and the last color will be a beautiful light blue. Oh, they say 2 more colors. A beautiful light blue. And this is to give you a connection with your higher self, your spirit guides, your intuition. And the last color we're working with is a green, an emerald green. And this is to keep you rooted with the earth. Open up your chakra. And we just pour it out and just go in. Now you can take as long as you want. I go fast in my videos just for time purposes, to be honest. But you can spend a long time doing these visualizations. And when I'm done doing it, I just kind of protect myself. I just wave the energy all around me. I like to swirl the energy around me a lot, because it really it cleanses and protects. And I already feel better inside. I'm letting that energy work. And because I did some work earlier. But yeah, and I wanted to show that with you really quick, because it's a quick, 5-minute exercise you can do, a 3-minute exercise, or an hour exercise, however long you want to do it. And the reason we do these things, like I said, was to stay grounded, to keep us connected, to make sure that we have the ability to really stay in tune with that spirit. Because let me tell you something. Spirit work is hard, right? It's hard to stay disciplined. It's hard to believe this stuff every day. And it's weird stuff to believe sometimes. And I know that. I know it's hard for people to understand that visualization and manifestation and the universe and the energy and the higher beings, that they're all real. I understand all of that. And I think the more you open yourself to spirituality, the more you are going to see that these things have a possibility of being pretty genuine, through science and through experience. And not everything is real, but most things are. And so you have to understand that it takes a discipline. And part of that discipline is bringing in that universal connection, bringing in, connecting to the universe and seeing it. I saw an image of my eye at my eye doctor, right? She took a picture of it and showed me the inside of my eye. And I was like, my God, it looks like the universe, right? And all our eyes look like that in a different way, right? And I was like, wow. And I forgot about that. And I was like, that's amazing, because that means we are the eye of the universe. Like, we are connected, right? We are so connected. And so some of this has to be real. And I know I couldn't have done my live show for years and traveled the country and connected people with loved ones passed on had this not been real. in some way, shape, or form. And if you listen to my podcast and watch the YouTube and you know the story of my life, you know that I have used spirit often to get out of hating myself, to get out of this mental mind fuck that this journey has taken me on, you know. And it works. And so I figure if it works for me, it's got to work for other people. And as I'm watching more and more YouTube and more healers on YouTube and more psychics and tarot readers, I'm like, wow, it's more and more people believe this than I thought, you know. That being said, when we do these visualizations, and I call that one just the really quick love connection with the universe, where I'm just pouring those magical colors into my body, because those are the colors that the universe gives us to vibrate off of, you know. As you notice, if you look around me, I have a lot of orange around me, because that really opens my psychic ability and really opens, and gold. I really love gold, and so these are the colors that vibrate with me right now. Other times, other colors vibrate with me. I've gone through pink phases, green phases, blue phases, and we all do, right? We all have to work on things, and sometimes it's to open a chakra, sometimes it's to open the third eye, you know, and a lot of things are possible. And so I figure try everything that can work for you. And when I do the visualizations and pouring the liquids down and visualizing the universe giving me that power and that light and that strength, it really feeds my spirit. I can feel my spirit, like its life force start pumping and going, okay, we're connecting again, and life is coming back. You're starting to figure it out, thank God, you know. And it's a pretty magical feeling. And then when I have clients come to me and say, oh my God, it worked for me and I feel so amazing and I feel that power of spirit, it's amazing, right? Even if it's just the power of us believing it so much that it's actually happening, right? Because I believe in the power of spirit. I can't tell you why. It's just what I know. I feel it. And it's true. It's genuine. It's what I know is true. And my grandmother saw it in me. And she's one of the only, and my beautiful friend Darius, who unfortunately passed away, and my friend David Patterson, they were about the three people who really saw in me what was in me, if that makes sense. And so, and they're all dead now. So it's like my support team has always been on the other side for whatever reason. I don't know, because I come from the stars, I guess. But, excuse me, I have a bit of a cold. But when you use spirit for these things, we really grow a lot. And we really can make more sense of our life journey here, our human experience, our spiritual experience. You know, I was listening to this man the other day, and he was saying that we're not spiritual beings having a human experience. We're human beings having a spiritual experience. And I loved that, because that made sense to me. It made sense that we are here for so much more than what our human self has allowed us to see. Because I don't know about you, but I didn't have a lot of spirituality in my house, or love, or religion. I didn't have parents. I grew up in foster homes in the 70s, and it was horrific. And when you don't have that structure, it's a lot of damage to clean up. And your spirit, I remember being a little girl and just praying to God that somebody would love me, you know. I mean, and that's fucking harsh for a little kid. And when you think back at how many little kids probably feel that way, you know, and that's why I get in my car sometimes, listen to Adele, or listen to, you know, some hardcore punk rock or AC/DC. Whoever I feel like listening to at that moment, I feel like that's when I can cry and let that stuff out, because I know there's many people hurting, and it hurts me because I know what that's like, and it sucks. And that's why so many kids kill themselves. You know, the first time I tried to kill myself, and this is real talk, I was 10 years old on my 10th birthday. I'll never forget. I tried to hang myself with a purse. But that shows you how fucked my life was at 10 years old. And so, and how alone, and how despaired. And it's not for pity, I tell you this. It's because I know there's other kids out there who feel that way. I know there's other people out there who feel that way. And God damn it, you know, if I get emotional about it, because if there's anything I can do, just even if it's make a silly video and say let's just try this exercise and see if it works for you. If it doesn't, we'll try another one. But I guarantee you, if you just make that connection with your spirit and and the universe and your soul, right, your life force, and you fucking remember your power and your strength and who the hell you're connected to and what the hell you're connected to, you're going to see that your life can be so different than it is at that moment where you're feeling so fucking lonely you want to kill yourself. Right? You're going to see it, because I've seen it, other people have seen it, and I'm still here. At 57 years old, I am still here standing because of it. Because of it. And you can still believe whatever you want. You can still go to church. You can do whatever you want, right? But just try to tap into your spirit and see the power it holds. That's all I ask. And that's all spirit asks. And when I make my videos, you're going to see little orbs sometimes flying around. And that's a whole nother podcast and video. That's what I have to share with you today. And I'm sorry I got real and I got a little intense, but I'm, you know, it's who I am. and sometimes people just need to hear those messages like, Faye, why would you like reach your hands up and go to the universe and bring these colors down into you? It's because I believe those colors are healing my cells, and I believe that the power of my mind, that I can connect with that source and it can heal me. I believe that because I've seen it. And so that's what I have to say. And so try it. So just bring that color in. When you really want to protect yourself, use that gold color, man. Just gold is so amazing and powerful. And, you know, there's other colors, and we'll do those other colors for other things. This particular one today was just so you could learn love and that connection with the universe. Open that psychic door. Open that intuition. Get more comfortable with your spirit. But there's other colors and other visualizations that we'll do as time goes on that open the doors to your past lives, or that open the doors to your spirit guides and things like that. So there's a lot to learn. There's a lot going on. We're very complex beings, really, but very simple at the same time. I hope that makes sense. So I love you all. If you want a reading with me, please reach out to readingswithfaye@gmail.com. If you want to be a guest, please reach out to readingswithfaye@gmail.com. I'm looking for guests. I have great guests coming up this month. I've got Doug Blake. He designed a tarot deck. I have, I'm sorry if I'm just going so quick, Ross Allison, paranormal investigator. I have Michelle Augusto, my friend from New Orleans. I've got, who else? If I forget you, I'm sorry, but I've got some other people. I forgot. I've got two other people, and I forgot. My mind has slipped. So I apologize. But I have some great people coming up, and I'm super excited, and I hope you all have love in your hearts and love for yourself. And just try this stuff, see if it works. If not, we'll try other stuff. And walk in peace. Thank you so much for listening. Have a beautiful day and be the love you want to see in the world.